Hey guys, what's up? Blacker Bricks here, back with another video. Now, today we are here in another episode of Lego Investing versus Parting Out. This is episode number 4, and we're taking a look at set number 21319. This is the FRI, or just Friends Central Park. So this is another of the idea sets, and I think I haven't really looked at a set like this in the past because this is quite unique in the fact that it has a very good price. A price guided price, or the part out value, and a very good investment possibility, right? So the last 6 months, this has been, I think, averaged at $170. So that includes 1,000 pieces in 350 lots. So this has a huge number of lots. This is actually the most lots I've ever parted out in my store. And yeah, I still have most of them, about 269 in my store, and they average about 126. And I parted out 4 copies back in May. So that back then the part out value was closer to 250. So it has dropped quite a bit. But the good thing is that the parts are very valuable, right? The minifigures haven't changed much. If I pull it up real quick, there are 7 minifigures, and they're all around $9 or all around $3. So even for a pretty a set with some, which you'd think would be really popular minifigures, they're not actually that valuable right now. Like Chandler is what, 274, and it's not even that they don't sell. I've sold almost, I think I've sold every single one of these figures before. I even sold Joey today itself. So 253, 296, and they've been sold quite a few times. You can see they're up in the 300s in the times sold. So thankfully, it's not one of those sets where just the minifigures make up for the entire thing. Hint, hint. 501st Battle Pack. Now, if we look, this is the it has a ton of pieces, right? It's $60 retail and 1,042 pieces. So really good price to part ratio. A lot of different colors. I always say if someone was to start their Bricklink store in 2020, I would suggest pick up 2 or 3 copies of this set. That'll get you a really good start because it has a lot of diverse pieces and tiles and just a ton of cool stuff. Look at that. So that's nice. As of today, November 28th, let me just refresh this to make sure it hasn't gone out of stock. On Amazon, this is for sale, 20% off, $48. This is actually the lowest price it's been since it's been released, so that's good. I ended up buying this at retail, so I do regret that, but I'm going to buy more for sure, just to invest. I would suggest, because if you do the math, 170 over 48 takes you to about 3.5, 3.541, blah, blah, to be exact, but that's a really good price to part, or what am I saying? That's a really good part out value. Now, this is Brick Economy, and it predicts that this is going to go up to value, I think, almost $80 by 2025. Now, I think that is completely incorrect. If we take a look at some previous sets, right? So this retails for $59.99. If we take a look at some other ideas sets, actually, I think it's really cool. So they actually have a subcategory, licensed idea sets. So if we take a look, I think, is this pretty much everything is showing up. So if we took maybe the DeLorean, this was released back in 2013, so just about 7 years. And let's see, so this retailed for about $35. Now it's closer to $160. Let me take a look on Bricklink 21103 just to see how much this is currently worth. And as a reminder, I will be linking the friend set in the description below, affiliate link, so please support. Okay, that's definitely not it. What is it? 21103. So if we pull that up, let's take a look at the price guide. On Bricklink, it's been sold just about 61 times and an average price of 168. So if we do 168 over 35, that's over 4 times, closer to even 5. Let me find the exact number. That's 4.8. So a really big increase. Now, obviously, you can't just look at it just based on one set. We have to take a look at a couple more. So we have the Ghostbusters one that retailed for about $50. Now let's see the value of this set. That's at 21108. And let's see. So this one actually hasn't gone up in value that much. It's just about doubled. Right now it averages for about 98. And you can see it's sold a lot of times. So this is when I guess people people probably realized that this had a good investment value, so it sold very well. And it still isn't super expensive, but obviously it's gone up in value a decent amount. Now, I think this set is probably the most valuable to compare against, and I apologize for all the ads on this site. That's the one issue with Brickset. It does have very good information, that's why I use it. So set 21302. Now this is similar in many ways, right? I think it retailed actually for $59.99, so the exact same price as the set in question, 21319. It is based on a TV show, a very popular TV show as well, with 5 or 6 minifigures, and it's like a little a vignette sort, right? Now, this was available from 2015 to 2016, and now, I mean, I'm almost certain that this is quite a valuable set. If we take a look on Bricklink, this has been sold for an average of $145. So that's been about 94 times. And if we take a look at the current value, it's all the way up to 200. So this just seems to be going higher and higher. I think if we take a look at some of the minifigures too, they're probably quite valuable. Yeah, so I think we have, $6-7. So these are very valuable minifigures because they're from a popular show. Now, the reason why I think the Friends minifigures aren't so valuable right now is because there's really high quantities. So over the years, as this goes down, I mean, definitely, Friends is an extremely popular show. And just that price, the part value, I think people will be able to convince themselves at least to spend, right? I mean, this is $48 right now. I can see this being $200 maybe by 2023, 2024. I wouldn't say easily because you can't guarantee. That's the risk with investing, is that you don't know for sure. But I think that you can definitely give a reasonable prediction. Now, just in the last 6 months, this has been sold 100 times on Bricklink. And I want to see when this was released. This was released, I think, towards the end of 2019. Let me pull that up real quick. So this was released back in September 1st, 2019. And I think, let's take a look at the average retirement dates. So a year and 8 months, a year and 8 months, year and 4 months, 2 years and 2 months. Wow, that had a really long shelf life. This doesn't show, perhaps it does. I don't see it on this one. So about 2 years, I think, is average. Maybe that's a bit on the higher side. And this has been out for over a year, so I assume it's going to retire sometime next summer, around, maybe even earlier. Currently, the items for sale are as high as 100. I think that max price of $478 is most likely skewing it. Let me just search in the U.S. alone. So we have down the cheapest new one is at $55. It seems that it's actually fairly high. In the 80s seems to be a more reasonable average. The reason it says 100 is most likely because that huge max price that's skewing it quite a bit. In the end, what would I say? This is challenging, right? Because if you don't have a Bricklink store, it doesn't make sense to part it out, obviously. As I did say, though, if you're looking to part out a set, this is the one I'd give. Amazing value, especially right now. And I would honestly suggest that this is one of the sets that you want to buy maybe 2 to part out and then 2 to keep, right? There are not many sets like that. This is definitely one of them. This has a lot of signs, classic signs of sets that go up in value. Exclusive minifigures, great price to part ratio. Obviously limited release is great. I don't think this has a limited release. I mean, in fact, it's been the most popular Lego set in a really long time. I've heard that quite a few times. So the issue is probably that since there's such a high quantity, the demand might not be as high. So I would suggest that you buy a couple of these. Don't go crazy, right? Save some for the other people, but now that it's on sale, I would recommend investing. That's it for this video, guys. Let me know if you want to see any more sets in the future. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks, and have a great day.